Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by as we get ready to count down the top 10 Morissette Amon Wish Bus performances. Like with most ranking videos, these are merely my own personal opinions. If you have a different ranking, feel free to leave it down in the comments section. I just ask that you be kind and respectful to me and others in the comment section. So before we get into the countdown, let's talk about the criteria I used for this ranking. With your guys' help, I watched every single Mori Wish Bus performance, linked to my Morissette Reaction playlist in the description. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I scored them in 5 categories. The first being vocal range. We all know that Mori has incredible lows and mind-blowing highs, but not every song requires the same amount. So this category basically encompasses how much range she showcased during a particular song. The second category is technique. This includes breath control, vocal placement, vocal dynamics, transitions between vocal registers, vowel modification, and various other technical singing elements that go into making these dynamic performances. The third category is emotion/performance. Some songs are heartbreaking ballads. Some are upbeat bops. Some are inspirational, etc. So this category scores how well I feel she captured the mood of the song she was singing in her vocal choices, face, and body language. The fourth category is song difficulty. All Mori performances are absolutely fantastic, but all songs are not created equally. Some songs are inherently more difficult to sing than others for various reasons. And the final category is the fan vote. When I originally posed the idea of this video months ago, I asked you to vote on the community tab of my channel for your top 3 Morissette Amon Wish Bus performances. I took all those votes, found out what percentage of the votes each performance received, and scaled those scores to be out of 10 points. I debated removing this category as there have been a number of Mori Wish Bus performances released since I initially took the poll, but since its inclusion didn't actually change the top 2 spots on my list, I decided to keep it. In our 10th spot, we have Love You Still. The leading single off her signature EP, Love You Still features beautifully warm vocals paired with an ethereal instrumental. Vocal agility is on full display with impressive runs throughout decorating the haunting melody line. Her diction, as always, is absolutely stunning, and her belts are so powerful and gorgeous. This performance is one of the 4 on the list that suffered from coming out after my fan voting finished. Thus, it received 0 points in the fan vote. Otherwise, it would have been much higher on the list. If this is number 10, you know we're in for an amazing list.
The moment we didn't see eye to eye, you take the truth and you twist it on me. Just because I care doesn't mean I should. Just because I am doesn't mean you have the right to parade me like a trophy.
In 9th place is Trophy. The island dub sound mixed with the more urban vibe in the instrumentation, it makes for such a fun and fresh inclusion in Mori's catalog. Lyrically, the song is full of sassy energy and female empowerment, and Mori embodies that in spades. The growls, the light head voice, the riffs, the runs, and her soaring belts, they all make for one dynamic and lively performance.
Trying to numb the pain is working. Don't wanna take this grave while I'm alive.
At number 8, we have Phoenix. The delicacy in her voice and her tone during the first verse is absolutely captivating. The fullness in her belts throughout the choruses is gorgeous. And the vocal stamina it takes to belt as much as she does in this song is so impressive. It can be so hard sometimes to write an inspirational song without it feeling cheesy or cliche, but these lyrics and Mori's vocals delivered. In at 7th place is Secret Love Song. One of Mori's earlier Wish Bus performances, this one showed that a young Morissette had the makings of greatness. Her breathtaking head voice, her vocal agility, and her vibrato do the lyrics such justice, and the belty choruses are made to be covered by a voice with such strength and clarity like hers. Aside from Little Mix, Morissette is the only other person I associate with this track.
When it's new, when there's just so much to do, when we sing and we dance under the bright light of the moon.
At number 6, we have another more recent Wish Bus performance with Will You Stay. Anyone who's watched enough of my Morissette reactions knows that this was my favorite track off her signature EP. This song is pure perfection as far as I'm concerned. An absolutely stunning vocal display, and this band, chef's kiss. Unfortunately, this is the performance that suffered the most from coming out after the fan vote, as without the fan vote category, this performance was in my top 3.
Will you stay?
Alright, from this point on, it is such a tight race. There's only about a quarter of a point difference between the 5th place spot and the 2nd place spot.
I'm trying to hold my breath.
Wish 1075.
Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end.
Just making it into the top 5 is never enough. This was my introduction to the Queen. After reacting to my other queen, Kelly Clarkson, singing her version of Never Enough, you guys recommended I check out Morissette, and here we are, 3 years and over 100 reactions later. This song is absolutely massive, and it requires lungs of steel. To this day, I still rewatch this performance in total awe of her gorgeous diction and seemingly effortless, resonant belts. Clearly you guys agree, as it received the 2nd highest fan vote score.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we go on.
In 4th place, with the 3rd highest fan vote score, we have Rise Up. Now, you guys let me know that she was sick during this performance, and I never would have known otherwise. Her control, her power, her resonance, they were all present and then some. So being able to sing like that while sick speaks to how incredible her technique actually is. She's not just a good singer, but she's an intelligent singer who knows how to navigate and modify what needs modification in order to deliver an outstanding vocal. Earning the bronze medal, we have Naririnig Moba. This is probably the performance that surprised me the most because I actually already had this list finished when somebody told me I had missed a couple Wish Bus performances. I thought that if I hadn't seen it already, then it must not have been highly recommended for a reason. However, I was shook by the stunning vocals and the emotion in Morissette's voice. She was made to sing these gorgeous ballads where she can just take us on an emotional journey. This performance came out of nowhere and ended up third on my list. Now, I said in the intro that the fan vote didn't affect the top 2 placements on this list. However, it did change around some of the other placements. So here's a quick look at how your votes affected my initial rankings. And taking the silver medal is Gusto Ko Nang Bumitaw. This performance is perfection. The delicacy and purity of her vocals during the first verse is stunning. The belts during the choruses are so gorgeously resonant, and the breath control she uses to get through these longer vocal phrases is impressive. And that seamless modulation coming out of the bridge is mind-blowingly amazing. The only thing keeping this out of the top spot for me is that our next entries showcased just a little more range. They were tied in all of my other scores, so honestly, I believe this probably could have taken the top spot if it were released before my fan vote ended, because this performance is just so incredible. Before we finish this list, let's take a look at some honorable mentions that just missed out on our top 10.
And I'll stay this way. Bakit hindi mo maramdaman? Ikaw sa akin ay mahalaga.
In the top spot is the incredible vocal masterclass that is Akin Kanalang. This one got not only the highest score from me, but also the highest fan vote score, so this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Where do we even start with this performance? The tone of her voice, the clarity and ease of her belts, the breath control, the modulation, the use of all the registers, the multiple sustained whistle notes, it's insane! Literally, anytime I want to introduce a new person to the world of Morissette Amon, this is my first stop. This performance has it all. Well, that's our list. Did you guys have a different ranking? I'm sure you did. So share your rankings down in the comments section. If you enjoyed this ranking and would like to see more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get notified of all my shenanigans. The link to my Morissette Amon reaction playlist is down in the description, so you can check out my initial thoughts on these and many other Mori performances. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya!